Our van is only tiny, and I know the new ones come with cameras, rear cameras and that on the back, but I've always been looking for a rear camera because ours doesn't have one. I've actually been online looking at a lot of Halo gear, and we've got ourselves a Halo reversing camera. What makes this one better is it comes with a tyre management system too, so I've got a bit of work to do to set it up. I haven't opened the box, so we'll open it and see what I've actually got.
We're super excited to be given the chance to actually test out the Haloview. This is something Kane has wanted since we first started caravanning, and we're super keen to see what it's like.
Look at that. Booster, signal booster, because the distance between the rear of the caravans to the front requires a booster. Most people will know that anyway, certainly for your TPMS tyre systems. And, yep, there we go. My little pressure systems to make sure all my tyre pressures.
So what's the tyre things? I don't really understand those.
They just monitor the pressure of the tyre, and you can have it set up that there can be just alarms even on them, that if the pressure's dropped too low or one side or one tyre's going down, you can stop and sort of check it out before it completely flattens and can cause accidents, blowouts.
So it actually alerts you that you're going to have you're getting a flat tyre.
It does alert you, yes, which is really, really good. Oh, here's the camera. There's my camera.
That's a big camera compared to the one on the car.
It is. It's a big U-Butte camera.
You like it bigger, don't you, Kate?
You're cracking so many funnies. Okay, so this is the wiring system I'm going to have to find a power source for to connect it up.
Having a 13-foot hybrid van makes it a little bit different for us to install the Halo to other people, because we've got a few little extra challenges of where to fit it. We've got to make sure when the pop top comes down that it doesn't get squashed in there, how to get the cords into the back. So a few little challenges, but it can be done. Let's show you.
I need power for the rear camera. The power I can get for the rear cameras here, you can have a look at this, is right here. Alright, so I'll pull it off the light side, which will be easier, because there's some lights just outside there, and that'll run through the little panel and out the back. But
do you need to be an electrician to do this then, Kane? Because you are an electrician.
I know I am, but no, it's only 12 volts, so they call it extra low voltage, and anybody can do this. You just need to have a little bit of knowledge and a bit of nous about you so you don't cause any other issues.
So in other words, I can't do it because I have no idea, but someone with a bit more knowledge is
That's right. If you know how to find positives and negatives and do some soldering and make sure it's all safe, then anybody can do it. Okay.
There's a hole in my van, Eliza.
There's a hole in your van, Eliza.
You better fix it properly, buddy. Tell us about the plate.
I need the plate to keep the camera on the back in the middle. I can't put it right up the top because it's just too hard to get anything through into the roof. Here's a perfect spot. It's just I had to do a plate so when the top slides down, it doesn't hit the camera.
So is that just a modification you've made?
Yeah, it's an extra modification I've had to do for mine. As I said, if you've got a full-sized van, you probably don't have to worry about this extra plate that I'm making up.
How's it work with the pop top?
Pop top will slip in behind that. It's just tilted forward a bit because the camera's got its own tilt and light, so the pop top should slip in behind it and shouldn't affect it whatsoever.
So Kane's just found the right wires that he had to hook it up, the back camera up to, and he's soldered them and just taping it all up, and that should power the rear camera for us. Is that correct?
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
So we just own a cruiser and there is not a lot of dash real estate.
We just need real estate on this cruiser.
It's a great system, but the cruiser is letting us down. I like that.
That's the clutch, the throw-out bearing squealing.
There is no normal install video with us. This, oh sorry, whack you as to do it. This is what you get. This is us, and this is how we install stuff.
With precision.
With a whole lot of silliness. I reckon that looks the best.
It's a big screen.
You'll be able to see everything going on. You'll be able to wave toot toot to the car behind us, Kane.
The doot doot.
I'll say, hey Kane, who's driving the car behind us? And you'll say, oh, Fred from down the road.
Yeah, Fred's that far up my backside that he's sitting in the back seat.
Rightio, so you also need to make sure you have an SD card to put in. I think it's to just record everything on there. As a YouTuber, I'm thinking this is great. I can record what's happening behind our caravan. So you never know what you might catch on there. Put that in. Bob's your uncle, ready to go.
Righto, got to mount the screen in the car. We don't have a lot of real estate. We do have a nice little spot here to put it. It's normally on the right-hand side where everyone has it. It comes with a DC power plug and play straight into our power system. I inbuilt some 12-volt system before we left, and it's plug and play for us.
I actually thought this would be harder to do. Like, I thought the car bit, like Kane's installed some other things in the car, and I thought we'd be in the bonnet and having to plug things in, but it's literally plug and play. As long as you've got like a cigarette lighter, you can plug it in there, mount it on your windscreen, and it's ready to go. So easy. Hey, so easy, even I could have done this part of the install. So that's how easy it is. Holy cannoli. Looks pretty good, Kane.
That looks super sweet.
It's so clear. I don't know if it shows up on the GoPro, but that is crystal clear.
All we really want, I can sit there and back it up now without having the issues of Trina out the back telling me yes, no, left, right, because her lefts and my lefts are two different things.
My instructions are so good, so good.
When I tell you to go left, which way do you normally go?
That way?
Right. Righto, we got the camera mounted on the back. I've angled the plate forward. We're going to drop the top and we'll show you how this one works. Absolutely perfect. It's how you mount a camera on a little hybrid MDC OzRV XL13.
Okay, so I have the very important job of taking off the TPMS.
Yeah, Tyre Pressure Management System.
So I have to take the top off, put the little battery in, it was all supplied, push it in, screw the top back on. I get the hard jobs, I tell you. So the first thing Kane did before we put the TPMS system on is go around and check the tyre pressures on all our tyres and make sure they were at what we want them at, so they're set, ready to go. So that was number one. Okay, so I am apparently putting on the TPMS system on the tyres. Apparently it's easy enough that even I can do it. So I put on the anti-theft nut first.
Excellent.
And then I put on the TPMS, was it like a blue?
Yeah, it's got a little Bluetooth function in it, so it holds the tyre pressure. Nice.
And then once it's all on and tight, then I get the little tool that they gave us, lefty loosey.
You're happy with that?
I reckon that's pretty good. If I can do it, how easy is that? Note to self, when doing the TPMS system, make sure you read the instructions first, because we were really efficient and just went and put all of them on the tyres. But then we read the instructions. You're actually meant to put one on, then hook it up with the computer and then do the next one. So that was an us thing. We didn't read the instructions, you know, we jumped in and thought we just knew what we're doing. So yeah, read the instructions. So it's easy when you actually read the instructions.
You just hit auto learn and bang, it just all goes in. So rather than manually putting them all in and waiting for them to link, auto learn, bam.
I'll show you how to do it, people, because I read the I've done that one. Yeah. So I just tap the passenger side wheel. I tap auto learn.
Is it saying waiting?
It's saying waiting. I go and tell Kane to put the sensor back on. Once he's put the sensor on, it recognises the number and it tells us what the pressure is and what the temperature is.
DD1218.
Tyre has got 47 psi in it. It's 30 degrees over that side of the car and 29 on the driver's side. So obviously the passenger is hot. We went to do the caravan ones, and Halo did send us 2 boosters. So Kane just was like, oh, we'll just try it because we've only got a small van. But no, you need the booster because it's too far from the system to read it. So we're just going to put 1 booster in to start with. I think being such a small van, that's all we'll need. Radio. So from what I've sort of seen is that the Halo system is really easy to set up. The thing that is taking us the longest each time is the auto electrics. And I know Kane's an electrician, but that's the sort of, you know, trying to get wires in and stuff like that. That's the bit that takes time. So you just have to be a bit patient with that. But other than that, hooking the whole system up, getting the TPMS to work with the screen and all that, no time at all. That is so easy to use. So we've changed our mind. We're actually getting it to run through our Anderson plug and our lights rather than our breakaway switch because of 2 reasons. One, cannot isolate the breakaway switch, probably because you need it to always break away, and we didn't really need to be playing with live power. And 2, it is just easier to be all hooked up with the Anderson plug. Whether Kane thinks it's so easy right at this moment is another question.
No.
With the booster now installed, we easily connected up the TPS on the caravan. We only needed 1 booster. Again, we have a small caravan and we were ready to hit the road and test it all out. So we're going to give the Halo a really good test out, and I think there's going to be some good backing at the end of today. So we'll be able to tell you how well it worked. So as we were driving along, Kane is able to check the tyre pressures and the temperatures on all the tyres in the car and the caravan with the TPMS, which is fantastic. But he is also able to have the rear view camera on as well, so he can see if there's any cars coming up from behind him.
Halo, loving it at the moment.
Super impressed, and if you're looking for one, go check them out. So we just found out a really cool feature with our Halo reversing camera on the caravan. I can actually talk to it and Kane can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear it inside the van. I can't talk back in the car. I can't talk back.
But I like that, he can't talk back.
But she can give me directions as well as I can see in the camera, so.
That's pretty cool. And a little fact, Kane was a bit worried last night when we were driving at night time because he could still see through the reversing camera that it was shining this big light out onto the cars behind us.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It's got its own like infrared type of thing. So there's no light at all coming out on anyone else. But we've used it like, you know, for the whole trip yesterday, and
we had to back into this park here today and it worked perfectly.
So we are loving the Haloview. It is exactly what you thought you were going to get, isn't it? Or better.
Yeah, it's perfect. You know? So I can just see what's behind me. I can sort of see, you still need to use your mirrors. You still need to be aware where your caravan is, but I know what's directly behind the caravan.
Makes it a lot safer.
It does make it a lot safer.
So thanks, Haloview. We're happy.
I know, thank you. Haloview for the win.
Woohoo! Rightio, so if there is a product that you guys would like us to check out, review, give you our honest opinion, how it works for full-time travel, drop it in the comments and we'll reach out to the company and see. We're more than happy to do it. We usually only do a review if it's something that we like, but if it's something you guys have asked for, we'll do an honest review and we'll let you know exactly what we think of the product.